got up 10:30, about 2-hour rest. This is what they gotta get. So, do the same cycle. Just had him stand behind me, and as soon as I walk, want him to lay back. That way you'll see synthetic simulations, DARPA avatars, rather MIT. See the Force Flag, Massachusetts. See the same cycle, what's been going on, Force Flag, organ harvesting, Ark of the Covenant, Higgs boson cream, but now it's very clear. Same cycle was going before. But the way they try to manipulate Sunwise was happening, was like, oh, now we was just painting the picture when it comes to the simulation replicants of the cousins or the relatives. But then you'll see videos where they'll put them near me and you'll hear them yelling, oh, he put the holes in the walls. That's what Kareem did. Kareem never did that. Not him. Or they have the aunt replica and the mother get into it, have them separated. Then have the spoof texting simulations come through. Oh, don't put your hands on me. Same things they had done with Miguel. He's on 2 videos of mine, 5 videos total, because there was 3 others recording them when he stated. They say you're a peacemaker, get into an altercation, have you separated, and then lash out at you for getting involved with it. Now this is right before they threw the same sit down with the Harold, same aspects there, so you see the cycle. So when they come and say, yo, he made it hot months ago, all you gotta do is rewind and say, okay, what month did this happen? And then you'll see the Mars Atlas 401V rocket, May 5th, 2018, and then start making sense. You see within 2 weeks of their landing, which was supposed to be November 26th, you'll see them CERN holding up a key. Within 2 weeks on Twitter. And then you'll see what things cycled with me, the Force Flag orchestration. Then you look up Christ and you see what they initially go through Pontius Pilate Wikipedia. You see they came his way for plotting against treason, revolutionary. All of that got shot down, so they started forcing him to speak on religion. In the biblical aspect, you got him speaking, saying he's the son of God or son of a living God, passion of Christ. But point is, I don't put myself into a comparison of the literal sense of a person's religion. Mine is coming through an aspect of the circumstances surrounding what transpired and how it's going to end up being deemed. It would not warrant death. The most he would have been guilty of is blasphemy. And you see what they ejected me with, dozens of needles anytime I seem to be whether balanced or whatnot. They say, oh, we just want them a little irritated, but you notice anytime they put that under the main topic they have when they doing voiceovers, this real-time recognition simulation voiceovers where you go through the webcam, they keep speaking on religion, they keep speaking on race, they keep speaking on politics. Trump, Hillary, Cuomo, they keep doing the voiceovers to make it come through the air, through the virtual environment, community media, reality, to make it go through a cloud. And, just like they just did around 8 o'clock, I had to doze off. Anytime the camera go there and keep making the camera fall down and be like, oh yeah, he's asleep, or yeah, he's laying it, or start pushing certain fumes in his nose, and then have him doze off and be like, oh yeah, that's him, but you can hear him start, yo, you got it? Alright, then they'll start simulating the voice. Yo, I ain't going upstate, yo. Oh, yo, I ain't going back. Oh, yo, just start simulating the voice. And I'm still up. I'm still semi-conscious while they're and it sounds like they distant in a living room, or you hear an individual call from a distance of what would be equivalent of a block. Even though they're saying in my virtual reality or whatnot, I can't register what's what. You'll hear them there, yo, go. And then they're starting. And they put more fumes in me. Remember, I was smelling gas. Smelling, it's like a heavy funk, like a decomposing or rotten smell, and then, get lightheaded. That's depriving oxygen. That's where the carbon monoxide and blue come from. Now I doze off like this now, and I wake up. It's like about 10:25, 10:30 when I got up this now. Now they twisted my intestine. That means I'm on to something. Somebody might be listening or might register this, that make too much sense to me. but then they'll lucid dream and keep implicating people over and over. Keep implicating people I never spoken to them. We got testimony. Nah, it's them. And when that don't work, they'll send a simulation of the same relatives to come yell the shit near my ear. Same thing they do in the street. It's been times in several aspects the past 6 to 9 months when I'm around, they'll have somebody walk in the street and just yell something randomly. Yo, I don't give a fuck about that. Yo, fuck that. I ain't going. Fuck that. Yo, fuck that blood shit. Yo, fuck them niggas. They ain't gonna do shit. Just have them yelling. Now, it's the same shit they was yelling months ago last year when they kept saying, get them in the street and then have somebody call him, say talking out his head, or had the same simulation like, yo, we might have, now they making like a pinch to the left foot right now. It'll be nothing when I put the phone, but you know what's going on. False flag, Michaela Capers, PJ, like you look at Lami Price, LARMEPRICE, like you look at the cycle, you see what the fuck happening right before your eyes. Except this is the false flag they was doing, got caught in the middle of 542 South 18. And they was utilizing it. They tried to lead some to believe they was trying to push it. So, the lease shit that they had orchestrated would fall out of contention a certain time. Then put them on the street, put them to exposure, and then get them attacked or like they've been doing the last month, try to get him provoked, and then we'll put it like he was an aggressor, have him say something when he wouldn't fall into the loop the way they want. That's why they want to simulate start laughing out loud. I mean, they irritated. Usually, I'm surprised they ain't get up, start to yelling or stomping them, or have the two, Avatar replicants going like this morning. You got a video of yelling at each other wild crazy, thinking that to throw the focus on, or coming arguing about an egg or some shit. Same shit they did when they was talking about he was starting a mob war or gang war back around September or whatnot out there in Manhattan towards the 1 train line when they started yelling. I think that was South Street Seaport or Battery Park. It was something. I'm not sure what that was, but I could easily, go back to it. And they arguing about in reference he gonna start the gang war, the mafia war, the religious war, the military divide, the Civil War, World War, Space War shit, and the Space Force that they wanted from the Ark of the Covenant, Higgs boson connected with his existence, Kareem like Chad Foster, but they'll tell you Kareem Foster because they trying to throw this religious nonsense out there with the Kareem. But if you look at his Kareem, no one has ever spelled it like that. That shows you it was hidden in plain sight. That's why I say $1 billion bag, $1 trillion mystery, priceless treasure, hidden in plain sight by his son Kareem. Yeah, of course, you're looking like, well, you don't got it, of course, that's by design. But if you pay close attention, it's right here. It's been right there the whole time. But that's where the conflict comes from. But the same shit they did like with the egg, they did in Manhattan when they was out there clashing and arguing about this Ark of the Covenant. They'd say, yo, this paid for it. He'd take the hot dog once he get it, have him confronted about it after telling him that, and then sit back, catch a video of that, picture that. Like, come on. And then when other shits would go, listen, we're going to sell his daughter to sex slavery, or on the train platform holding 2 kids screaming, talking about make them think of children with a Russian holding, screaming at the top of their lungs on the train platform. Dozens of people out there going through that, and then to change it around, and, yo, listen, look at that kid right there. Look right there. So, motherfucker, all right, you're going to chop this relative up. All right, don't. But he wouldn't go with the kid shit. Once he don't, they make females speed up. Sometimes I had the kids running around them in circles and in the walk, and if that don't work, they say they're siren to go for a lighter flag, make them look that way, saying, yeah, I catch that. Yeah, like, come on, shit ain't rocket science, you up. Shit ain't rocket science, but at least it's obvious to a duck now, because you're seeing him clean the same shit over. It's really done, they say it's just done to irritate them. If that was the case, then why would they keep implicating every time they do it? Same shit they had in the hallway, came, did auto protection one time, came, grandmother being beat on and shit subjected next time, came, next time the neighbors talking about following up and down the block, but they keep coming to me with it. Why? To provoke him. Yo, keep bombarding him with that. And you understand, but if you talk to the average person, they're gonna be like, yo, he right. The main shit they kept saying, that was supposedly him. They wasn't pointing out to him, but if you look at everything they display, they keep saying it's Kareem, right? You ask yourself, is that a coincidence? False flag, organ harvesting, Ark of the Covenant, Higgs boson, Kareem. That's a fact, Jack. Now it's another pinch to my right thigh. So you might doze off again, and then they'll be saying he woke. Next thing I know, I hear my voice, or go through his lucid dream implicating people I never spoke on, things I never knew, and they got individuals thinking it's a blessing to paint me in a certain picture that they already admitted don't exist. You understand where I'm coming from? You allow them to do that, now you giving them a term of national security, some kind of patriot act, like warrantless searches or putting spotlights on people unjustly and detaining people without charging things, and all they're gonna keep coming back to, oh yo, look, he just ain't know he had converted. No, the fuck he did. You understand? He has never been religious, he's never been radical. You already admitted he's never been anti-government, never been political, never been racist. And he damn sure, when it comes to a falling line, was not a whistleblower, somebody that would have knew of something of substantial value that would have deemed him a threat. What you did is you're trying to seed the shit to him. You're trying to put it there so you could, oh yo, but look what we came across. This is all public, and when he go through regular shows, you would see him come across. What you doing now, seeing shit or yelling shit, talking about dark web, deep web. I've never been on neither. You seeing shit that I've never heard of when it came to all this cloning shit being seeded from these YouTube pages. I've never known these pages to exist. Heard rumor here, rumor there, possibility when it comes to certain stars. Other than that, I've never been into shit like that. And if I was into it, I've never even known where to go to look it up, or have I ever searched that. Probably watch an ancient alien here and there. You understand? And if you see the terms of my caliber, it's obvious to a duck what's going on now. But stay tuned, double copy everything.